What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 294 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the Mecha Stardew Valley, Chris Montalbano.
Lugia, Lugia.
And we got the most degenerate squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
Fuck you, Riot. Fuck you.
Immediately demonetized. We love to see it. Madrid's not here with us in person, but he'll be here with us in spirit in the chat later on in the episode. And we got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about 2XKO, Pokemon Go, Monster Hunter Wilds, PlayStation Plus, and Persona 3 Reload.
Okay.
So yeah, the other night I started playing Persona 3 Reload. It was actually after playing one of these other games where I just made myself look incredibly terrible. I was like, I need something low stakes. I need something that I'm not gonna lose to anything in, you know? I'm still extremely early in Persona 3. I've only done one combat segment and it was ridiculously easy. So
Yeah. It's a Persona game. It
Right.
starts off pretty mild.
right. It's always just there's always that one just jump in difficulty. And so, but I wasn't going to experience that even if I played Persona 3 the rest of that night.
No, because are you past the tutorial, the quote unquote tutorial? Because it's like a 5
Definitely
hour.
not fully hidden. No.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I
I've
think-
done one combat thing. Like I got my persona, and then my persona got by a persona.
You saying like your Persona Are you trying to imagine where you are? I mean, people play this game. It's 20 years old or something like that.
It's not 20 years old.
It's PS.
Did it come out in 2004?
God, it's probably 20 years old. I don't like it.
Yeah. I think someone recently, once someone said the PS2 came out in the year 2000, I was like, oh no. But
Okay.
Oh,
Persona
no.
3,
It's
yeah.
not 20 years old yet. It's not 20 years old yet.
It's 18.
how old is it? It's 18. Okay, cool.
Yeah, 2006.
Okay. Also, it was at the end of the PS2 cycle.
Well, Persona 4 originally came out in 2008, so
Yeah, but remember, it took a while for the PS3 to truly take over.
yeah, it took
It was expensive.
becoming the Slim and getting the price cut, and yeah. When I
Yeah.
got a PS3 is when everybody who didn't spend $600 got a PS3.
I mean, yes, we were how old when the PS3 came out? I don't know if I had the charisma to try to get my single mom to try to buy one of the new consoles when they first came out.
It came out in 2006. Was the original PS3 release date.
$600 was not going to happen. I don't even think the Xbox was.
No, the Xbox was significantly cheaper until
The Xbox
Yeah,
was
like
$300,
Was
which
it
was the
300?
price of a brand new PS2 when the PS2 was new.
Yeah, that's true. But the PS2 made sense because it was a DVD player and it played video games.
It's also a DVD player.
you could play HD DVDs on your Xbox.
Yeah, but that's DVD players became cheaper. For the price of a DVD player, I got a game console and a DVD player when the PS2 was nothing.
Oh yeah, that was one of my selling points for a PS3 is because there was I
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
to watch Blu-rays.
It was Blu-ray player.
Yep.
That was cool. And when it first released, it was a
That's
PS1,
also
2, and
what
3
helped
player.
That's also what helped its mass adoption. Was the fact that it was an affordable DVD player because DVD
Yes.
players were expensive back then.
Yes. Well, it was the same price as a console.
Right. It is
But-
like, oh, I could do this and play Metal Gear on it. I could
Mhm.
play Kingdom Hearts. I could play multiple games that will irrevocably change who you are.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh PlayStation 2 had some iconic games. Persona 3 being one of them.
Oh, Persona 3. Good old Persona 3.
I do need to hop back into Reload.
Well,
I
I'm
have my.
probably this wasn't a me sticking with Reload,
It's just
cause
something you needed for
yeah,
the time. Haven't you been playing Rise again just to kind of get the Monster Hunter itch?
yeah. So Monster Hunter, they started. Let me see if I can find the exact day they started doing this. Uh, they started doing this on the 5th, so that was last Monday. They did like a basic mechanics trailer, a focus attack
Mm-hmm.
trailer, and the great sword trailer. And since then, they've just been dropping weapon after weapon after weapon, just
It's
showing like the new moves and stuff that they're going to have in Wilds. And they're showing like the focus attacks for everything, because that's like the real new mechanic that we're having is the focus attack.
is so I watched the Sword and Shield one today where the Sword and Shield is like its main quick attack and then you can transform it into like a battle axe. Is that like its focus attack or is that
I
something
haven't
that's
watched the
completely
Sword and
different?
Shield one, but
Because I saw that and
usually,
I was like, that was sick.
yeah, if it was like the last big move you saw it do, odds are it's the focus attack.
That's cool.
But yeah, so they started off showing the Great Sword one, and so of course I immediately was like, I want to play some Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
And I hit both the Rupees Discord and our Discord, and the only person that responded to my call was Josh. So I played some Monster Hunter on Switch with Josh, which was cool. And since then, like last night, I was up just responding to join requests in Rise,
Hmm.
just on PlayStation. Anything Master Ranks that anybody needed help with, I was hopping in there.
Nice.
Chris, you said it turned into an axe?
Yeah. Isn't
That was
that
the
I
charge
watched
blade.
that was the Charge
That
Blade?
was the charge blade.
Um,
Oh.
Yeah, the charge blade is just what if the. Oh, yeah, I know exactly what. So,
The charge blade looks real sick now.
I mean, the charge blade always looks
It's
sick.
always been there, but it's like now it's really speaking to me. But also, this trailer's just really good.
I mean, yeah, all the trailers
They've all
have
been well
been.
done.
Yeah.
And I'm
Because
not
it's
even like,
straightforward. It's just like, we're going to give you what
mm-hmm,
you, like, want from us.
mm-hmm,
And.
Well, it's what happens when you know the selling point of your game is its gameplay. Like, you're not dropping
mm-hmm.
narrative stuff, you're not showing off characters. It's like, hey, big monster, big weapon. Watch it work.
That's
And
what
you're like,
people
I
want.
want to do that. It's like, I want to do that. That's
Yeah, I definitely. That's. So. We have Wilds, and I've just been playing a lot of Rise. Because I got to a solo duty that like also had a bunch of cutscenes. It gave me like multiple warnings before starting this thing in Dawn Trail, and I was like, I'm gonna go play Monster Hunter instead.
Yeah.
oh,
Why
Monster
not?
Hunter.
Chris, don't you have Monster Hunter
Rise? Yes.
just on Switch?
Yeah, I'm not playing that on Switch.
Oh yeah, really the platform I need to play the most on is Steam. So I've
Mhm,
had it on my Steam Deck, and I've just been playing like when I'm not at my desk. I've been playing the Steam version because that's the
mhm,
only version of Rise that I have that I haven't beat
mhm,
at the very least. Well, both Switch and PlayStation, I beat both Base Rise and Sunbreak, and those I'm just kind of going through doing like victory laps of, oh, I haven't done every hunt of this difficulty, so let me just work on
mhm,
those, or just help random people online
mhm.
for money.
Ooh.
Get
Are you
bonus
getting paid?
rewards for helping, like for
Oh, I was
responding.
like, are you getting paid to help people play Rise right now? Like,
Oh no,
Digitally.
yeah,
hey,
I'm
it
getting
works.
that sweet Zenny.
You know, the
Hell
stuff that you use, that's the same currency from Mega Man Battle Network.
It's the same currency from Mega Man Legends.
Yeah, I mean it's Capcom, so makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. You said Zenny, and I was like, is that a form of currency in Japan outside of the yen?
No.
I
But
think
then I
within
got,
Capcom lore, it is the yen.
yeah, two and two put
Just,
together that Mega Man and Cap is Capcom, just like
I
Monster
wouldn't be
Hunter.
surprised if Resident Evil was actually using Zennies.
We know
I
it's
wouldn't
Gil
be
in Final
surprised.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Gale in Final Fantasy.
And
What
it's
is it? Oh, well, I
Rupees
think it's
in
actually
Zelda.
the Resident Evil 4. No, they use like the actual Spanish.
Oh, so you're actually using pesos?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? That makes sense. You know what? That makes sense. I wouldn't argue with that.
No.
Okay, there are multiple things. So, of course, Gemini AI is over here. Zenny is a currency used in many Capcom games, including Mega Man, Monster Hunter, Breath of Fire, Street Fighter, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom.
So
Okay,
it's just the Capcom currency.
it's Capcom
Well,
currency.
it's also a cryptocurrency and a financial insights company and a glasses company. So,
Okay.
it's many things.
I'm saying
It's
this
a
right now. The cryptocurrency is because that's the name of money in Capcom games. I'm
Probably. Yeah,
just
makes
saying.
oh yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, apparently Street Fighter V had Zenny until June of 2016.
Huh. I wonder why they changed it.
Mm-hmm.
They did because they did
Oh,
an
I guess
entire overhaul. I want to say it was
Yeah, I think that was the
somewhere
arcade
during
edition.
somewhere like during the arcade edition when they added the second V triggers and shit.
Because
They added
originally I remember it was Fight Money and Zenny were the two
yeah.
currencies.
Then they got rid of Zenny.
got it. Oh, also shout out Madrid, who is not on this episode but is in the chat. DBZ also uses Zenny. It's spelt different, but
Even okay, okay. So the Zenny hole goes deeper. Okay, it's just Zennies
I
all
mean,
the way
if we go
down.
all the way down the in-game currency, like we got credits, and you got to think about
No. See, credits got a lineage. Like
we
yeah,
got
that's with
Apex coins, we got V-Bucks.
I
oh
mean, those
god, but those are like
that's like
Zenny. I feel like at least started as just a currency that's in this world that you don't use real money to purchase.
So like gems or crystals, like we
Yeah,
really
like rupees.
it's more like with Zennies. Zennies exist in multiple things, in multiple
Right.
pieces of work that aren't immediately. Hey, this is a paid premium currency that you
Mm-hmm.
spend that you trade for real money.
Mm-hmm.
Fight Money isn't a paid premium currency.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the lineage like Zennies, because like Zennies is in multiple things. Fight money is just like fight money.
We don't talk about fight money.
Apparently, we don't talk about fight money.
No, you gotta yell Fight Money every time you gain some Fight Money.
Exactly. You don't get that with Zenny. Zenny, Mega Man, Dragon Ball, Breath of Fire. Like there's an actual lineage of game
Mm-hmm.
within the Capcom.
Oh my god, it's extensive.
It is see,
If you go
right,
into the fandom, the Capcom fandom, it lists out every game. I'm not going to do that, but it's a lot.
right. So it's like
Oh, Monster Hunter series. That's how we started here. Jesus
there's a
Christ.
real lineage here. It's not like V-Bucks where it's like this is Fortnite.
Yeah.
It's not like gems where it's like, this is just a generic thing we're going to call our premium currency because fuck you. Every game needs a lot of premium currency.
This is a head ass game
Speaking
title.
speaking of V Bucks and well, what's the game title, Chris? Before I
Super Ultra
transition.
Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX Plus Alpha.
Yeah, that sounds.
That is the
That's
oldest Capcom joke known to man. That is just like straight up the only other company that has that style of joke is Atlas,
Oh yeah.
which is literally just featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
hey,
Hey, Square tries to do it with Kingdom Hearts games.
yeah.
Honestly, I think that's just part of me thinks that's a Toriyama ism.
Mm-hmm. I won't argue with you.
But then again, there's Dragon Quest 11S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. So
Right?
Square Enix will very much keep the unnecessarily long name
Yeah.
train going.
Uh,
But speaking of V-Bucks and
oh.
being in Fortnite, this new upcoming Fortnite season looks like it's going to be good. They announced a huge change, which hopefully, like, Fortnite kind of brought the Battle Pass to prominence. I need them to bring this trend, like, up with them, where now 18 months after something is a Battle Pass exclusive, it'll be available in the shop.
Oh,
So,
that's
like
cool.
a year and a
Wait, we're
half,
talking rotating shop or permanent shop?
there is no permanent shop.
And then
So it'll be rotating.
diminishes the
But I mean, the fact
But
that
it
it can
brings it
come
back,
back,
which is
yeah.
it's
it brings
better
it
than
back, which is good, but the fact that it's like the shop rotates is always like a big
The Fortnite shop has gotten out of control. There's like 20 tabs in the Fortnite shop now. There's no permanent shop, but a lot of things it'll just be like,
and that's also the thing about it is like they don't have a permanent shop and now they've gotten far enough that there's so many fucking skins that not having a permanent shop is creating issues.
Is it though?
yeah, I
I
mean,
don't I
like,
don't know if maybe people are always going to complain.
you can kind of
But
predict these things also because, like, every year, May the 4th, if there was any Star Wars cosmetic that wasn't a Battle Pass exclusive up until now, you know, on May the 4th, they're just going to have all that stuff. Or, like, if something big is happening with Dragon Ball, you
it's
know, all
true.
the Dragon Ball cosmetics are coming back.
I
Or
guess it
you,
keeps it fresh to the
yeah.
point to where people want to continuously open up Fortnite.
I mean, yeah, Fortnite is one of those you play every day a little bit by little bit, like
Hmm.
incrementally, just kind of.
Yeah, I feel them. Yeah,
But I've been
yeah, that
away
makes
for a
sense.
few seasons in a row. Like I missed out on Magneto that last season and the Fallout Power Armor, but neither of those things. Like I have Wolverine, which is way more important to me than Magneto. I have a lot of video game
Everything.
skins. Kratos, Master Chief,
Nice.
I
like,
like how important those skins are, the fact that you can't remember half of them.
Damn.
yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
I guess it's how long are seasons? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt if it's been
three,
a
four
minute.
months.
10
Okay,
weeks?
so it's like half a year that you haven't played Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could understand why you wouldn't remember that inventory.
Right, especially when, like, I know the ones like Deadpool, Wolverine, the ones that I actually really use,
Yeah.
but, and I mean, I have a Kratos and a Master Chief loadout, and I have, like, Aloy and Lara Croft. Like, I have
Can
a,
you put a specific loadout on a singular skin? Like you want this loadout for this skin and it automatically saves it?
yeah, you have, like,
Huh.
almost infinite of like, so I have a Spider-Man that uses a katana, and then I have a Spider-Man that uses all spider web like style cosmetics. I have my Lord Conti, like that one skin that looks like Conti from Fooly Cooly, with like anime related things. And I have a Black Panther loadout. I have a John Wick loadout. And like as new things get introduced or added to the game that make more sense with some of those old loadouts, all you do is you bring it up, switch out whatever you want to switch out. So I have like a Darth Vader and a Mandalorian. So like light side kind of Star Wars cosmetics I get go on the Mandalorian, and then the dark side like cosmetics. But then again, I also have a Stormtrooper loadout. So there's a lot
And
of
everything.
yeah. There's a
Did you get
lot.
any of the Dragon Ball Z ones or? Oh,
No.
well, you never grew up with Dragon Ball.
Yeah, not really. I do have a bunch of the Naruto stuff. I do have a bunch of the
Nice.
My Hero Academia stuff. I have Attack on Titan stuff.
How long until
Jujutsu Kaisen
JJK?
stuff.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
One Piece is the one that everybody's waiting on. It's only a matter of time. And then Bleach. Bleach is like, I'm
Oh,
deep
yeah.
down hoping for Bleach to come to Fortnite.
With its like popularity, I would assume it's coming soon. I can't believe that One Piece is in it already.
Yeah, like what? But One Piece is one of those things that's been rumored for a really long time. The way Family Guy was rumored for a really long time,
Mm-hmm.
and then we got Peter Griffin, and like the chicken, and yeah.
Yeah.
So there are all these properties and then Disney signed an agreement with Epic like last year, and now we're starting to see a lot more Disney stuff coming over to Fortnite.
It's
Yeah,
Mickey
isn't
Mouse running
Sora
around being a
coming or
terror.
something?
Oh, I haven't seen if Sora. If Sora's one of the
I saw
things I
something
haven't
that
seen.
got passed around saying that Sora's coming to Fortnite, but it's like,
I mean, that's totally
I don't
possible.
know.
I could
That's
totally.
possible.
I mean, it went to Smash Bros. Or he went to Smash Bros.
Yeah, but Sakurai. Well, I don't know who puts more work in, Sakurai or the licensing team in Epic. They have bad boy skins in Fortnite.
They'll get anything. They want it. They're gonna have it.
Superman, Batman,
See?
like
Oh,
the
those are
DC
easy.
list, and then the Marvel list, and the Star Wars list, and the
Look, they gotta sell them skins.
anime list.
And you know them licenses ain't free, so they gotta make sure them skins be hidden.
Do they have actual people in this game? Like,
Yes. What? I have Bruno Mars, Anderson Paak, Travis Scott, Ninja.
that makes sense.
I have Neymar Jr., who is a football player.
Football.
Who he was part of the battle pass at one point. That guy who does the like, they'll show somebody
That's a
like
thing?
they'll show somebody like doing something crazy to like open a can or something, and he'll just do it the normal way and just be like, "Why couldn't you just do it?"
He's in it?
Yes, he is. He is in Fortnite. The Rock's in Fortnite.
People
Ariana
Get paid
Grande.
for that? Like, I know the only
Then Metallica's in Fortnite. The Weeknd's in Fortnite.
That's awesome.
Billie Eilish is in Fortnite. Eminem's in Fortnite.
Of course.
We can go down any of these paths, and the only thing that's not in Fortnite is Nintendo.
That makes
No Final Fantasy yet, but we're not far off.
from getting Final Fantasy.
It's gonna be bad when that happens because we're gonna get Cloud, Sephiroth, Clive, probably Noctis. Because we got Street Fighter. There's Ryu, Chun-Li, Guile, Blanca.
Is Resident Evil entered the?
Yes. Yeah, I think
Oh
I said
yeah,
that
you
to
tried. That's when you tried to get me into it, and then I found out I was banned.
No, I tried to get you in, and you found out you were banned when they brought a whole fucking Rock Band game to the game.
Oh yeah.
And a Rocket League game.
Rocket League Racing. I really wanted to play that, but still banned.
And now Fall Guys is just straight up in there.
Wow, Fall Guys is like they did something with 14. They're doing something with
Well,
how
Epic.
is Fall Guys? I wonder. That was a good time.
Yeah.
That was a good moment in gaming history.
I wish I could just let it notify me when the Near Automata stuff is back in the shop on Fall
Mm,
Guys, so I could just go do that.
Wait,
Kind of.
Nears and Fall Guys?
yeah,
Yes.
it's
Near's been in Fall Guys for a long time. I remember we all got hype.
Because we were playing Fall Guys.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it was like
and
right
people
before that
were
happened, we
still
stopped playing
getting
Fall Guys.
I want to say that
right.
was like one of the first Summer Game Fest things
Wasn't
we
that
had.
when Nier came to? It came out to I guess maybe PC, and that's why it was on Fall Guys. There was a reason why Nier got a resurgence. And Fall Guys was like, yeah, let's collab.
We need it in Fortnite. Any
Oh,
cosmetic that is in any Epic game needs to be available in Fortnite. Why? Because they're all built on Unreal Engine. You
that's
know where
true.
they beta test Unreal Engine? Fortnite.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, put Nier in Rocket League. I'd get it.
I still want to get the Cybertruck. I know that was for challenges, but see, I still don't fully understand how the cosmetics work between Rocket League and Fortnite yet because they like updated some things, and so last time I
Is that
got off,
Rocket League racing still going on?
yeah,
It's a forever thing,
yeah,
like the Rock Band thing.
yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just like a little like
No,
Fortnite
that is a
summer event.
permanent like pillar. Yeah,
It's
uh,
kind of cool.
it's really cool.
I mean, I did my part.
You
The
did
person said
the
hadn't they had
first.
no idea why I was banned. No idea.
I gotta come over there one day and just talk to
Thank
Epic
you.
support for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think maybe I need to call them during business hours and not try to email somebody.
Doctor Doom. A different Doctor Doom's coming to Fortnite.
Is it Doctor Doom or is it Infamous Iron Man?
Or is
I
it
don't
MF?
know. It's it's definitely not MF Doom.
That'd be cool though. R.I.P.
Yep.
I'm trying to think, is anybody dead in Fortnite?
Is
Because they
Michael
didn't
Jackson
do
in
the
Fortnite?
no Michael Jackson's not. They had a Martin Luther King exhibit in Fortnite, but luckily they didn't make him a skin.
That's good. That's good.
I mean,
There was a
they
person in that
released
room that said this is a bad idea.
right somebody who was smart enough to be like,
Mhm.
trying to
I don't
think.
know.
I'm
I
trying to
will
think.
say, I almost have the mech break demo. That's almost ready to go.
It's
Oh,
downloading.
Yep, I'm at 95%.
nice. What
Did
is the
you?
mech brick demo?
It's Mecha Break. It's like a mech game they showed at
Yeah,
Summer
Mecha
Game
Break.
Fest.
You can customize the pilot. You can customize your mech.
Oh yeah, this game. Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, yeah. They
Yeah.
made
Oh,
decisions on that character creator.
kind of decisions.
They got a hip slider that actually works.
Hmm.
Yep, they made decisions.
Might have to name
Decisions I
this
am
episode
installing.
Hip Slider.
I'm just saying, imagine having access to one of those, a hip slider.
So, do
It
you
would
think
not
it'll
lie.
be enough to get you off of First Descendant?
Uh, depends on what the grind looks like. That's really it. I don't know. And also, this is just the beta. This
Oh,
is just
okay.
the beta. Like,
Oh yeah.
This is the play
hasn't
test. This is
officially
not
been
like
announced,
this
right?
full release or anything.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
How many hours of gameplay do you get to play with this?
until the playtest ends.
Oh. Oh. So it's not a demo.
No, I think they're
It's just a
testing out
beta.
the online
Oh, I see
functionality.
it. Join the Mecha Break playtest. Request access.
Yeah,
On
Yeah,
Steam.
and then they'll
That's
immediately
cool.
and it'll turn it the moment you hit request access. It'll immediately say play now.
right.
Nice.
All right.
And yeah,
We're gonna
so
take a quick break.
Mecha Break.
All right, and
Mecha
we're
break.
back.
Yeah, so I got Mecha Break. I'm gonna try that after the podcast.
How long do you think you're going to be in this character creator? How long do you think you're going to be making your mech?
See, that's the thing about it. It's like the actual pilot, 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That mech though,
Oh yeah, that's half the
that
game.
mech though.
It's going to be a
You know, so I'm gonna be spending some time.
I mean, that's when it's a mech game. That's half the time. Like
yeah, just making
half
sure
the
you
time
get
I
right.
played Armored Core was legitimately just me in there tweaking.
Mm-hmm. So much you got to do. You got to like make the build that you want, then also customize it.
And then it's always the colors is where I get
Yeah.
really like it'll be like, oh, you want the accent, like you want the washer on this arm joint to be a different color.
Yeah, I'm prepared. I'm prepared. Gonna make myself a drink, sit back,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll start a timer. Maybe I'll be out in 45 minutes. Maybe I won't come out at all. It'd be what it be.
Let it be.
Got to make a pilot. Then I got to make a mech.
It's true.
It's a lot of work. God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, and you know what? I got this. I got this. Got to make sure the ass sits just right on my pilot.
There will not be one slider unturned.
Exactly. You get it. And Chris, if you want to download it,
oh yeah, let me just go ahead and
it's right there. You might as well. Might as well just get on that character creator a little bit, see what it do.
Put your graphics card through its paces.
Yeah.
Right.
I heard you say that, and the fans just started spinning.
It was like, you gonna make me work? I will say, as much fun as I do have with First Descendant, that game does not run well. It does not. It does not run that well.
I heard it didn't. It got
PC?
middle of the run reviews.
Oh, it's because it's look, it's Destiny for Gooners. Like it's really what it is. It's Destiny and Warframe for Gooners. It's like if you can goon to machines, you play Warframe. If you want to goon to Asian women, you pick First Descendant. It's Destiny for Gooners.
Fair.
Goon Frame.
Goon Frame. All right, it's downloaded. Or downloading.
Right, but it's a good time though. There's no PvP in First Descendant. It's a fun shooter. You got abilities. I mostly play as the Ice Lady, so I'm like throwing ice at people, freezing them and shit.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to get the swimmer. The last time I was playing, I was trying to get the swimmer. But because of opening character decisions, I cannot get her right now. So I've got to have to play the game for a while longer to get her.
Does it have like the good movement like Warframe does? Because
No, Warframe still has the slickest movement outside of like any of them.
Yeah.
Like you have a grapple hook, it does things with vertical space, and it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just if you want to do movement, you can legitimately just fly in Warframe, and D1 Destiny just has slick movement for a first-person shooter. It's like you're in first person, and you can move like that. Whew.
Mm-hmm. I remember Destiny's movement was.
I miss Destiny 1. I miss when Blink was. I miss when Blink let you raise your weapons almost instantly. So you could just slide up with somebody, blink behind them, and shotgun them in the back of the head. I miss that so much.
Mm-hmm.
I miss that so much.
Well, now you got Spider-Man movement, so you got a whole lot more. PvP is just like they gave up on PvP so long ago.
Yeah, I just can't get myself to play Destiny. That's really all it is.
Yeah, especially like with everything that went down with Bungie.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I really just can't be bothered with the consequences of their own actions. Like, one of the things that came out because of their closure, it's like, yeah, they
Well, they
spread
didn't
themselves.
close. They just
Well, not their closure, their restructuring. Their restructuring and subsequent handover to Sony. Is basically they spread themselves too thin. They weren't investing into the stuff that kept Destiny hot.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, they made it to the end of their 10-year plan for Destiny.
no, even before that, this has been an issue since like pre Witch Queen. It just got put on the back burner because Witch Queen was actually good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, we could ignore this. And then it came right back to the front again, literally the season after Witch Queen dropped.
Which sounds crazy because didn't Destiny 2, the last expansion was actually not bad.
Yeah, the final shape was
But it's the year-on-year sales weren't good. Like that's the thing about it. It's like every single expansion has sold less.
Oh.
Because every time, like, especially when they started vaulting content, I know they lost a lot of people.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
And so,
like the fact that the Destiny that I paid for does not exist anymore is kind of like. And,
yeah, that is shady.
And also that tired ass seasonal model, like, is exhausting. Like honestly, I find Battle Passes exhausting at this point. Like I can't look at them without being like, "Oh, this is tiring. I'm gonna go play something else."
Yeah, I don't understand why Destiny needs a battle pass.
Because they need
To
the way to make
monetize.
consistent sales. They need to make a consistent way to make some money off that game.
I don't know if we've had this argument before, but could Destiny not, since it is almost the way of an MMO, could it not just do the monthly subscription like 14 and WoW does?
I mean, they could, but the problem is
They could have like around Shadowkeep. If they wanted to do that, they needed to have done it back then.
Yeah.
They would have
But,
had
like,
to do it back Taken King. Like, they would have had to have started
Nah, I think they could pull it off. I say Shadowkeep because that was around the time they went independent from Activision. And I think that's when the swap would actually have worked. Because they're like, look, we're on our own now. We don't got Activision. We want to make, content at a reasonable pace, blah, blah, blah. So we're gonna switch to a monthly subscription like the other MMOs. So we can, keep the lights on without having to focus on, microtransactions.
But I
They
feel
could have
like
did that then, but any time after then, absolutely not.
I feel like for so long, people have the only MMOs that charge subs are Final Fantasy and WoW.
No.
What other MMO is?
Most of the MMOs have a monthly subscription model added to it. Even a lot of the free to play ones have uh, membership, or RuneScape has it.
Yep.
Fucking hold on, let me look at the MMO. Knights of the Old Republic, not Knights of the Old Republic, the Old Republic MMO. They got it. Uh, I'm pretty sure. Fucking what the
Warframe
fuck?
doesn't have it, but they just want you to.
No, I think Warframe even has a version of it.
I think their model is more so you can do everything in this game for free, or you can pay money to speed up time to get the things that you want.
Well, I mean,
Okay, Warframe doesn't have one. You're right
Yeah,
about that.
but like I think it would work out. The battle pass model doesn't necessarily work.
The
You
Battle Pass
have
model is just the monthly subscription model, but they made it exhausting by time gating a bunch of rewards that they could have just given you for subscribing
no, just make cool ass
wholesale.
shit,
That's
and
all
people
it
would
is.
want to play it. Like
Well,
make
no,
a couple of dope raids, keep making those they're not trials, what are those?
dungeons.
Dungeons, yeah. And just like have different versions just like other MMOs, like just like you had back in Destiny 1 where they even got harder. And just I don't know, make dope content, do your monthly subscription and then make people pay for the expansion when they come out, and it
see,
seems
but that's the
like
thing
that
about it
works
though.
for
It's like
everybody else.
that game. Well,
And Destiny 2 is popular. It's not like they're starting from the ground up and they're a new thing. Destiny people would want to play Destiny 2. People have wanted to play Destiny 2.
people still play Destiny 2.
Exactly. So like finding a way that doesn't gouge the consumer.
Well, the issue with the Destiny specifically wasn't that they were gouging the consumer. It was more of that you could see where Bungie was investing
Mm,
into the game and where they weren't investing into the game. And so it ended up being like most of the coolest skins in that game aren't from the raids, aren't from the dungeons, they aren't from the playable rewards. They're just
mhm.
paid cosmetics,
Yeah.
which then
Eververse.
creates the cycle where it's like, oh, people aren't doing the hardest content. So why would we put cool stuff there? And it's like no one's doing the hardest content because there's nothing cool there.
Right. I'm
It's
not
like
gonna
right. It's like they don't have fancy glowing weapon effects like 14 does with their
be
ultimates.
fucking cool.
You want the fancy ultimate weapon, you do the fucking ultimate,
Yeah.
and then it's like PvP was basically dead until it came back a little bit for Witch Queen, then it died again, and then Lightfall gave it a new map. And I think it's kind of
Well,
there now, but like not
no,
how
I
it
mean
was.
we started this
Gambit
conversation with
is
Anton saying
legitimately
like
fucking dead.
PvP is dead.
Like
Well,
the PvP,
the PvP still exists within the game. The problem
But
is
it
you
gets
can build your own loadouts now of like abilities, and you're not beholden to any like
mhm.
subclass. Like your
man,
subclass is
literally
just
taking the best
everything.
feature from everything.
Yeah,
Things are very painful in there right now, from what I've seen.
it's just broken.
Yeah.
Like you just
Right,
go in
and it's
there
once
to
again
get
because Bungie
do.
has given up on PvP basically. So it's like PvP exists, but it exists. Gambit is legitimately fucking dead.
Yeah,
I forgot Gambit existed.
Exactly. Gambit is legitimately fucking dead. And it's like you see the quality in like the raids and the dungeons. That stuff is doing that stuff is fine. But it's like what what are you doing? Like one of the main reasons why I don't go back to Destiny, not just because the Destiny 2 that I bought, it doesn't exist anymore, but I would spend most of my time grinding out PvP because PvP was fun.
Also, it's a first person shooter. Who doesn't want a good PvP in a first person shooter? It's it's almost a no brainer.
Oh, they abandoned PvP.
there was no PvP in Portal. There was no PvP in Mirror's Edge.
Didn't Mirror's Edge have a race mode?
It was asynchronous. It wasn't like PvP. Like
That's still player versus player. You're still competing. Like Speedrunners. The game Speedrunners is a PvP game. Racing games are PvP.
Yeah, player versus player.
Yeah.
That's true. But I mean, you know what I'm saying. You can't compare Mirror's Edge and Portal to Destiny 2. Those stories are completely different, and how they play are completely different.
I mean,
I'm not killing a bunch of aliens on planets with my friends, then that I can then turn on my friends and just like we can duke it out in arenas.
Oh, Splitgate 2 looks so good.
Ooh, Splitgate.
Splitgate was basically what if Halo had portals, and then they basically made an update that basically made all the money that you spent in Splitgate 1 just evaporated, and it pissed off the community and borderline killed the game. So the developers said basically, fuck it, we're just going to make Splitgate 2, and Splitgate 2 looks fucking sick.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, Splitgate's one of those games that kind of, when it initially came out, it was like in the lead up to Halo Infinite, and people wanted to play Halo Infinite, and so having that kind of arena shooter, like very Halo-esque shooting everywhere, kind of gave that game a lot of room
Yeah.
that other games wouldn't have gotten. But like that's when doing these live service games, what you really need is something unique. You need something.
Well, one thing with Splitgate is it's a lot of what killed Splitgate 1 was the whole skin thing, because what also happened was Halo Infinite came out, and a lot of Halo fans said, "Oh, this sucks," and they were looking for an arena shooter to play, and that's when Splitgate got its real big mainstream era. That's when we were playing Splitgate. Is when it was filled with a bunch of Halo refugees.
Fair.
And, oh, that game was fun.
I mean,
It
it's
was fun.
for what I'm seeing, this looks like it'd be a solid 2025 release to just play. Is it going to be free to play, or is it
Wasn't the
taking
first
on
one
that
free
same
to play?
model?
The first one was free to play. So Splitgate 2 most likely will be free to play.
Okay. I mean, if they make it good, they make it good. Free to play just also
Yeah,
just
Splitgate
has
2
a
is going to be
bad
free to play.
taste.
Yeah.
And it's Unreal Engine 5. It's coming to like everything.
Yep.
What I know of.
PS5, Xbox,
Switch.
PC, and more. What is and more?
They also
mean?
changed the art style of it, so it's very much less Halo with portals, and now it's like
Its own identity.
Apex with portals. It has that very much like Apex. This is like a public game.
Yeah.
You know,
It does
people,
look
we
like
have an
that.
audience. We're watching it. Where it's like Splitgate 1 could have easily just been military test of the portals to see if the soldiers could use it properly in battle by having them murder each other.
Yes. Let's see it. Some of this armor does look really cool.
All right. So while we're talking about early things, did either of you get into the 2XKO Alpha Lab?
Mm-mm.
Riot hates me for talking a lot of shit. And you know what, Riot? I deserve it. And I will keep talking shit about you and your company.
Were you able to get in?
Yeah, so I actually played a couple matches with Aber as my partner.
Nice.
Because it's 2v2, and you can either do one person like playing it as a tag fighter, so they're controlling both players, or you can have each player on your two-person team an actual player.
That's pretty cool.
So
yeah, it's a fighting game where you can rage at your teammates. what Riot would do without it.
So yeah, it looks really good. Like the game, you can tell it's super early. Like the roster doesn't even have all the characters they've announced are going to be in the game already. Uh, but
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just Ari, Echo, Darius, Alawi, Braum.
if you just named six, I think you named everybody.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
Jinx
Echo,
isn't in it yet.
yeah,
Like,
Echo, Ari, Alawi, Braum. Yeah, 6.
so playing this game made me realize, like, not engaging in Street Fighter and not engaging in Tekken and just kind of being off of fighting games, my skills have definitely, like, diminished.
Hmm.
Like, I'm never the best fighting game player around, but I'm like at least decent. And I know
Yeah.
that this one has a lot more character specific, like, inputs and
You just got to go to the lab. You
yeah,
got
I
to
do. I
stop
really,
immediately going into verses and go to the lab and learn a string and then take that string online and hit people with that string.
yeah. I definitely, before the Alpha Lab goes down, I definitely need to go in there and actually just spend some time labbing. And I
Hmm.
need to try it where, like, I have, but where I'm controlling both characters. And I'm not playing with somebody else. Because the only time I've played, I was playing with Aber, and Aber would tag in and just handle everything. And so made me look even worse. Not just my poor performance making me look bad against other people, it's making me look bad alongside my teammate or teammate.
Yeah.
I'm truthfully told, I'm more interested on what they're actually going to make the roster, what the roster is going to end up being. Like, Legends of the card game has done a lot to rehabilitate and expand on a lot of characters that have kind of just been
Well, who would
aimless
you
and
want to
lost.
see?
Shabana, Diana, Nidalee would be cool. Zaya, Rakan, Zaya would be another one. Rakan. Uh, I know Jace is going to end up in it. Jason Vire, of course, are going to end up in it later at some point. I'd be surprised if they weren't on release.
Well, I mean, this game's not until at least next year, and hopefully the way they keep it going is like if you had one playable version of the alpha, like maybe you get guaranteed access to the beta, the closed beta, and they just kind of like keep slowly adding more and more people until it just completely goes free to play. Kind of,
Honestly, I see it just going into with Riot, the way Riot tends to do stuff. I see it as like it's going to be the alpha. The alpha's going to end. You ain't going to hear about shit for like 6 months, and then maybe you'll start getting rumblings of a beta, and it'll start off as like probably a closed beta, then an open beta, then hear nothing for another 6 months, and then the game comes out.
well, Valorant kind of the console version just kind of dropped as a beta, and there's there were trophies and all of that in like the closed technical test beta, even though like a surprising amount of the game was actually in it at that point. Like there was more in Valorant when it was in console beta than there is in 2XKO overall right now.
Yeah, and that's partially because the console beta, the game was already made. It was
Yeah.
more about just making sure it worked on those consoles, making sure the infrastructure and shit worked.
Yeah.
2x KO is a game still in progress. So it's like, if we wanted to actually compare it to a beta and be fair, it would be to the Valorant PC beta, where we had the PC beta, and then there was nothing for 6 months, and then the game came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's accurate.
Right. But also, fuck Riot. Fuck Rito.
What did Riot? Oh, is it just like them
There's a
making
lot.
people just rage, or is it just like, are they
Well, no.
terrible?
Okay. So one, most of the time, outside of the crimes, most of the time, when I say fuck Rito, I'm talking about how they balance League of Legends, because I keep going back to that dumbass fucking game every once in a while. Fuck that game. And part of the reason why Riot balances stuff, the way Riot balances stuff pisses me the fuck off, is that it's purely data driven.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, something can be broken, and if enough of the player base just sucks at it, it's never going to get fixed. And because they use purely things like play rates and win rates and all that stuff, they end up nerfing characters in weird ways. Like for example, Brand and Zyra, probably the two best junglers in the game. Riot's about to hard nerf them. They don't acknowledge that the item that they're rushing is fucking broken. Don't talk about that. And then later on, they're going to be like, oh, wait, we realize this item is bad. And then they're going to nerf it. And then the character is still going to be in the trash can. Fucking Riot.
So they just straight up make characters that they've created unplayable.
Yeah. And they like to say things like, oh, we're all for players finding out new strategies. They figured out how to take Kayle. Nemesis figured out how to play Kayle in the mid lane. Kayle's a super scaling champion, right? Her entire thing is she needs experience over everything, right? She's normally played in the top lane, where she's weaker than a minion, and you can beat the dog water out of her. And, it's literally, okay, you have 15 minutes to beat the game, or she will hit like level 14, and she'll run you over. Nemesis figured out, if I put her in the mid lane, I can get gold, I can get experience. She's just as safe, and she's safer. Yeah, they immediately nerfed her magic resistance, so he couldn't do that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Right. It gave Kayle a win rate in the mid lane. Like,
there are a lot of fucking characters.
Dog, I've been playing League of Legends for so long.
My
true gaming sin is the fact that I've played League of Legends for a decade. That is my true sin. That is my scarlet letter, that I played League.
I'm just going through trying to see like who would make the most sense. And like in a lot of senses, pretty much everybody. Like there's nobody I can see them.
Nami is definitely one I could see skipping 2x KO. She's the mermaid. Yumi, which is a cat with the book. The fan base would love to beat the dog water out of that. Fuck that cat. Oh my god, that fucking cat. Anyway.
You have strong hatred for this cat. Damn,
the cat is designed. Okay, look, the biggest problem with Yumi is that a core part of her kit makes her uninteractable. She attaches to a character. She provides damage and sustain by giving both mana and HP. And she has crowd control. And you can't target her.
Damn.
Right. And if you manage to blow through all of her bullshit and kill the character she's attached to, if her cooldowns are timed a fifth decently, she'll just jump to the tankiest character and make them legitimately unkillable. Fuck that cat.
I see the cat.
Fuck that cat.
You made it all the way down to Yumi? You must not be looking at the same layout as me. This
I'm
page
on
is...
the Riot Games official website of Champions.
You made it all the way down to Y that fast?
Well, I was trying to see what Jalen was talking about. It's
Look,
kind of a cute cat, though.
fuck that cat.
Fair enough.
But yeah, most of them I can see. Like I said, I want to see Shibata, Dragon
Is
Lady.
Vladimir
That's my wife.
there?
Huh? Vladimir? Vladimir
Uh-huh.
could probably. I could see Vladimir.
Victor. Damn, there's some cool characters in this.
I could see Gangplank.
There's a lot of characters that could be in a fighting game.
Right,
Yeah,
that's what
there's-
I'm saying. Just scrolling through this, like, you see, like, the potential for, like, a lot of these to be in a
Is this-
fighting game.
Is this Shaco, the clown? Evil clown. He looks like he could be like your weird moving character.
Who?
Is Shaco?
Oh,
S-H-
Shaco? Fucking
Shaco.
Shaco. Fuck that clown ass, bitch ass fucking Shaco. Fucking Shaco.
Honestly, I could do this all episode, just mention a character that Jalen doesn't like.
Fuck Shaco.
I mean, it'd be harder to, like, bring
Oh, I
up
see,
lead
Nami.
characters that are liked.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I like most characters. I don't think most characters are that bad. There's like a specific list of 5 characters in League of Legends I truly, truly hate.
I can see this.
Madrid, he's not like Ahsoka. He's more like he's the we live in a society character. He's played to ruin other people's days.
Oh,
So anybody in Overwatch, gotcha.
yeah. Cassante.
Remember when we really wanted an Overwatch fighting game?
That would have been lit.
It would have been lit.
Even now, that would have been lit. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, we can't allow Milo to be into XKO.
Or Annie.
Milo.
Well, actually, if you let Annie in the game, the playable character has to be Tibbers, and it has to be done in like a Bedman, how Guilty Gear Strive does Bedman, where you could see that you're clearly playing the bed, but Delilah's there.
So when was the last time they added an entirely new champion?
Shit, like 2 weeks ago.
How often do they release champions?
Every couple of months.
I mean, I guess this game is like
It's
Also old. It
140
came in-
champions.
it
Her
came
name's
out in
like Aurora or
2009.
some shit like that. She's a bunny lady with some thick thighs.
What's her name?
Aurora. Yeah.
It starts with an A.
Yeah, she came out a month ago. Yeah, Aurora.
Oh, I see her.
Yep.
She's a magic girl.
Right.
Magic
She's somebody's
Science.
buddy wizard. Apparently, she's like broken as hell too.
What's not broken in a Riot game?
Yeah.
Right. And also, I just don't like giving
Oh, she is a
Riot
gamer.
Vanguard
How's that?
kernel level access to my machine. I don't like that.
It's not a problem on console.
Because they have kernel level access to your fucking console. What the fuck are you talking about?
Do they?
You think they're just not gonna do that? You think they're not gonna do that because it comes?
Wait. They have what access?
Kernel level.
What does that mean? Just
Okay,
explain
so
that to me.
okay.
You gotta get down into your kernels, Chris.
So it's one of the layers that so basically you got applications that run on the very top. Then you have the kernel. The kernel is like it separates the CPU, the memory, and your devices.
Mm-hmm.
So remember the fucking uh what was that crash that happened like 2 weeks ago?
Oh, with that security company.
Right. They had kernel level access. So when they dropped the bad code in there, it bricked all the systems.
So you're saying Riot could just accidentally make a terrible update and it just destroys your computer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't know why they need kernel access.
Would it actually have that for a
Yeah.
Yes,
for a console?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Also think it's a lot harder to cheat on console. So
There's an entire console exclusive style of cheating. What are you talking about?
I just
Like,
think
what are you talking about?
it's a lot easier to run a third party application alongside a game
They're
on a
not using
PC.
third part. That's the thing about it is they got the cheats are hardware now. What are you talking about? You just
Well,
plug that bitch into the USB and that shit running.
well, there's truth to that, but it is easier to do on PC. That's something that can run 90 whatever, how many applications at one time compared to your console that doesn't mostly just runs one
Especially
thing
on
at
a
a time.
Hardware does it.
PlayStation.
That's the thing about it is the
Yeah.
hardware's doing it.
Oh,
I gotta send you that video on the evolution of video game cheats. That shit is nuts.
Well, speaking of games we play entirely legitimately, the three of us went out to Piedmont Park today and
we
got
do play.
Shadow Lugia in Pokemon Go.
I didn't think it was going to happen because we play entirely legitimately. There was not a lot of trainers out today, but at the end of our before it got way too hot to be outside in the southern August heat, we got saved by Private Ryan.
Worked
Good old Private
alongside a
Ryan.
panda.
We worked alongside of a panda, and there was a secretive other
Right,
person
there
that,
was a ninja that might have been spoofing.
yeah, they might not have been playing legitimately.
But yeah,
But
we
it's
caught a
cool.
couple of Shadow Lugias.
I'm so happy. It's the
I
one
got
Pokemon I've wanted to catch since starting this game. I think I can put it down now.
They should have given it
Just
the
kidding.
XD Gale of Darkness color scheme for when it's shadowed. I'm
Ooh.
just saying.
And they
I'm
totally
just saying.
could have done that.
They could have done that, but they ain't thinking like that. They
Not
ain't got
yet.
sauce like that.
I could
They got
totally
the
see it.
metal armored Mewtwo in the game.
Yeah.
They could do some
And they
spin-offs.
give Pikachu and Eevee a hat for every
No,
goddamn thing.
bullshit.
And then they have all the Hisuian and Alolan and
Yeah,
Galarian, like all the different forms and stuff. They could do
just give me
like, but they'd need a like reason to do it, and I don't see a XD Gale of Darkness remake anywhere on the horizon.
Oh, please. That would be because we're in the bad timeline.
Yeah, if they
We're in one of
were
the
to just be
timelines
like,
that's
oh yeah, here's the Pokemon Coliseum collection.
Couldn't they? Yeah, couldn't they actually? They have the virtual console. Couldn't they? Haven't they?
They haven't
they're on
gotten the
GameCube.
GameCube.
They could. If they
Didn't they
weren't
get the
dragging
GameCube? I
ass.
thought the
No,
GameCube was on the virtual
No, I
console.
think it's
no,
only up to N64.
yeah.
They are dragging ass. But I mean, the Switch 2 is going to come out eventually, probably next year. So maybe they'll just. You think they'll bring it all over and then start with the GameCube on the Switch 2? Or are they just going to start right over?
It's impossible to know what Nintendo's going to do, especially when it comes to their like
Virtual stuff.
downloadable retro.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, looking it up, GameCube definitely has not come
Yeah.
to anything. Because Virtual Console technically ended with the Wii U.
This is
Now
why you
it's
got
the
all
Nintendo
sold by
Switch
Sony,
Online.
Nintendo. This is why you keep
Oh,
getting
right, right,
outsold.
right. That would be a fun way to play it. I mean, come on. Pokemon just does need to do like a spin-off release
Um,
remake. I mean, they're
the
not
amount of
definitely not going to
spin-offs,
do it.
yeah, it's too many Pokemon spin-off games for them to. They
Yeah.
need to like hyper focus. Like we need XD Gale of Darkness Definitive Edition. We don't need because like even Pokemon Stadium was a different thing than Pokemon Coliseum,
Yep.
and you get into the puzzle games. You got Pokemon Troze. You got it's way too
The
many.
Mystery Dungeon
Yeah,
and then the
Mystery
plethora
Dungeon's
of
a
those.
whole
Yeah.
series of games.
What else they got? I mean, the trading card game, but that's actually getting a new game.
Another mobile game, right?
Yeah.
Some more Pokemon Master Sex, My bad, Pokemon Masters EX.
When
That
is
game's
coming
still
out?
going. Like
It's still going.
that
Yeah.
Pokemon Sleep, like because they're
Isn't
pretty
that the
good.
one that teased red, no, silver or gold, whichever one, running up Mount Moon to fight red? Is Pokemon Masters EX?
Yeah, but
I hate that game. Fuck that game.
see, I probably from the first frame of seeing it would have been able to tell you what it was.
Hmm.
I just don't think I watched that one live with you because
No, because they're always at 9 a.m. and we're at work. I
and
mean,
even
it
if I
had like the Pokemon, it had like the Pokemon Go, not Pokemon Go, like
the
Let's Go
mobile
Pikachu,
aspect,
Let's Go Pikachu, like kind of graphics. Or maybe it was just my wishful, 100% of my wishful thinking, because I knew exactly where it was, who that was, and where he was going. And I was like, this is about to happen. And it wasn't. I'm not going to live it down. It was like 2 years ago.
Hold
I
that
will
grudge.
not, I will,
Hold
yeah,
that grudge.
forever.
Hold that grudge.
I mean,
Give me,
you probably shouldn't play Pokemon Masters EX,
I'm not.
but you could get that sync pair of all your favorite trainers with all their signature Pokemon.
No. I want a easy way to play Soul Silver or Heart Gold without spending $120 on a Pokemon game.
You have an Android
Uh,
now. Emulators are even easier.
I'm talking, well, I want to own it. I want to own it. Well, I guess virtual or Nintendo Online isn't owning it.
I need a portable version of Coliseum. And by portable, I mean not the Steam Deck project I've been working on I'm supposed to be working on, not that.
I'm surprised Dolphin doesn't have just like a immediately runnable executable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish Dolphin were to come to mobile because I'm looking at a Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness ROM right now.
Is it one that you ripped from your XD Gale of Darkness disc?
Yeah, totally,
Yes.
100%.
100%. Actually, no, it's not. He ripped that from my XDL Yellow Darkness disc. That's
Oh
how
yeah.
real it is.
I mean, you do have the XD Gale of Darkness box at your house,
I
full of
have the
Pokemon cards.
limited edition GameCube right
Yeah.
there.
See?
The game's somewhere in that section right there. That's GameCube stuff.
Nice.
I'm looking. GameCube had some games.
GameCube did have some games.
All right. So, yeah, it was good that today it really seemed like all hope was lost when I first got there.
Yeah, because we tried with just 2 people. That wasn't gonna happen.
We got up
We
to
got it
level
with 4
half.
people, which
Yeah.
honestly surprised me. But I mega evolved my Tyranitar
Yeah, and I
just
mega
to get that
evolved
dark.
my Rayquaza just to, do more damage.
Hmm. Tank a couple of those hydro pumps because they were Okos. Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people out there, but
Enough to get the job done, which
enough
is
to get.
all we needed.
That's all I needed.
Right.
Went home with a Lugia. 2 of them.
I brought home 3,
Nice.
one of which I'm trading off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta see what good I can get for it. Because I usually keep pretty much 2 of everything.
Hmm. Smart. I do not have enough Pokemon space to be able to do that.
I had to upgrade it, I think, twice today.
Twice? Oh,
Yeah.
because you're the auto catcher.
Yeah, my auto catcher was going off. But I mean, it got me 2 shinies. So,
Oh yeah. You got a shiny Lotad and
a Mankey
nice.
that I evolved into a Primate. Because I already had a shiny Mankey. And I wish I hadn't transferred my other shiny Lotad to home a long
Yeah.
time ago. Because I could have a shiny Lotad and a Lombre.
Do you have a shiny Annihilate?
No. I mean, I
No.
could. I typically don't evolve shinies until I get a duplicate.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I would need another shiny Mankey to
What do
decide
you have to
which.
do to get the Annihilate?
Just battle however many. Let me see.
I think we did it, or we were
Yeah,
supposed
I've
to
done
do it.
it multiple times. You gotta defeat 30 psychic or ghost type Pokemon
Oh, with Annihilate?
with Primeape as your buddy.
Oh, okay. Then I do not have Annihilate. I'm on the grind right now to evolve one of my Magikarps.
That 400 candy Gyarados.
Bro.
Hey, I'm trying
Why
to
is it
evolve my
400 so much
Larvesta,
candy?
and it's a 400 candy. And then,
Isn't drag to get Dragonite also 400 candy?
no, that's 100.
No, it's
That's
only
only
100.
100.
Thank God.
All the 400 candies are only 2 stage. So it's
Mhm.
like Noibat, Wimpod, Altaria.
But that doesn't even make sense. Most 3 stages are only 50 to get to the second stage and 100 to get to the third. So,
No,
but
it's
that's like,
usually 25 to get to the second stage, 100 to get to the third stage.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it'll be
I guess it
50, I
depends.
think, if it's only 2 forms, like from the first to the second, it's 50.
Hmm. Yeah.
But yep, all the ones that require 400 candy are just 2 stage evolutions. But that's why I have my Larvesta as my buddy.
Oh,
Will be
I
my
did see that.
Volcarona. I There are only 2 Pokemon that I have that can evolve to help me fill my Pokedex that I haven't evolved. And that's Ursaring because I have no idea. I have enough candy. I just have no idea when a full moon in game, like what constituted happening. Do I have to wait for an event? Like,
Probably just an actual full moon.
I think I've tried that and it
It
hasn't
doesn't
worked.
work. Does it actually know what a full moon is?
I mean, yeah, it should.
Should.
But yeah, Ursaring into Ursaluna and Larvesta into Volcarona. Those are the only 2 Pokemon that I have that have evolved forms that I haven't
Okay.
been able
August
to.
19th is your next one.
August 9th.
That's supposed to be the Sturgeon Moon.
The sturgeon.
Is that an IRL one or is that one in game?
August 19th.
Try it.
So that sounds like IRL. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's full moon.
All
That's
right.
literally the next full moon.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
Trials are coming.
do the in-game full moons line up with the IRL full moons?
All right, it's time for a Google. All right, AI.
Gemini, help me out.
Uh, 2 p.m. according to the article I'm looking at. Uh, Probably it's two. When is reset?
Midnight,
Midnight for
local
us.
time. No,
Nope.
it's a rolling thing. Everything's based on local time.
Okay, then probably it's gonna hit like 2 p.m. 2 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Oh,
Something like that.
it does not match up in IRL. What? When is it though? Unlike the real world, the full moon in Pokemon Go doesn't follow a regular calendar schedule. Instead, it's a part of a special event
Okay, so I have to
and
wait for an
updates the
event.
game developers. Yeah.
No.
So just next time they have an event where there's an in-game full moon, I'll evolve my Ursaring to Ursaluna.
But
What are you seeing?
I like the article I like am reading says when is the full moon in Pokemon Go, and it just kinds of explains what a full moon is and why it matters, and then doesn't answer your question.
It'd
Might
be
have been
like,
AI.
Probably.
but it also just be like that. They're just trying to get SEO clicks, so they have to just put the words that they need to put in the article to get you to click.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. They kind of just tweeted out saying, "Hey, full moon's on the horizon." Oh, when was this article written? Oh, sad.
Oh, how
It
long
was
ago?
last year. I was about to say, oh, there was one. There's going to be one on the 30th. This is last year's full moon list.
Well, yeah, they got to bring it back at some point.
Yeah,
That's the good thing about like all these things in Pokemon Go is like nothing's ever
nothing.
permanently gone.
That's true, true, true.
Well, there are a couple things that are permanently gone, but
Like what?
Look, I'm saying it's gonna be August 19th. I'm saying. I'm putting my money on the 19th. I
Might
believe
as
it.
well try.
all right, yeah. I mean, it's 8 days from now. I'm down to give it a try. Got the candy, got the Earth ring.
Why does this Ursaluna look busted?
Oh, the is that the Blood Moon Ursaluna?
It- oh, yeah.
I have that in Scarlet.
That thing
That
looks
was
scary.
Yeah, that was the thing. The girl that's the photographer with the Growlithe,
Mm-hmm.
the Hisuian Growlithe in Scarlet. Yeah, that's her side quest in the first DLC.
Oh, okay. Well, some of these Pokemon cards. No. Let me get off this page right now.
Do we want to know what happened for the recording?
Oh, I was on the Pokedex entry.com, and at the bottom is suggestions for full art of the Blood Moon Ursaluna. They are cool. I'm not doing that.
All right. Well, the last thing I wanted to cover was the PlayStation Plus August games are out.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, or Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga is out, and that has the Mandalorian DLC pack. So I might just get the Mandalorian pack for like $3 or whatever it is, to do that stuff in it,
That's cool. That's cool.
considering I didn't have to pay for the game.
Yeah,
There's
Lego Star Wars.
yeah.
Yeah, it's always a fun time.
Then there's
You gotta
Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. So I know there are a lot of people out there that are happy about that. I couldn't care less. And then
Speaking of
there,
Five Nights at Freddy's, Into the Pit is out.
Is that a new game?
Yeah, it's a new game based on one of the novels.
Oh,
and the
Yeah.
third game we got is Ender Lilies, which I've heard the name of that game before, but I'm not actually
Yeah,
sure
I'm
of
looking
what
that
it
one
is.
up.
I
Right
believe the sequel was shown. Yeah, the sequel was shown off at at the last Nintendo.
It has an 86 on Metacritic, so
that's pretty good. Okay, third, and this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Almost like Oh, can you actually fight in this game? Oh, you do. You like summon like monsters and shit. That's sick.
well, it's included with every level of PlayStation Plus. Oh,
I might get that one.
do you still have premium, Chris?
Yeah.
Monster Hunter Rise is on extra, so if you
Oh.
wanted to spin the block on it on PlayStation,
Just dabble a little.
yeah.
Maybe retest my palette. Maybe my palette's changed and I like it now.
Yeah, now there's not a whole lot competing.
That's true. It's not a lot going on. I do need to play Persona. But
You need to
always gonna
really
be
play
there.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, but
I know. That's always also going to be there. And I have that one physically.
Also, the Animal Crossing New Horizons experience is at the Georgia Aquarium.
How long is that going to be going on?
It's going from August 1st to the 26th of September.
it's crazy. I was there in the middle of July.
I'm about to. Marissa's niece is going to the Georgia Aquarium in a couple of weeks for their birthday, and we're all going. So I'll take pictures.
I'm going to this. I want to see the Animal Crossing Aquarium tour. What the fuck?
That's a fun crossover.
All right. Well, does anybody have one more thing before we wrap for the week?
Nope. Covered it all.
Well, remember, you can follow us all collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. You can find me on PlayStation Network at Anton, the number 6 with 2 X's. There's no at in front of that. Just to force a habit with that one. Chris, where can people find you?
You can find me in the Discord.
All right. And Jalen, where can people find you?
Gwyd Bishop on the internet.
All right, this has been a No Is Good production. The video version is edited by Chris. The audio version is edited by Akuma Santi. Until next time, keep it cheesy.